So what do they mean by flying of coordinates in real estate? First of all, you must understand that every industry in the world has its sharp practices, and real estate is not excluded. So imagine a scenario where there are two pieces of land that are close to each other. One land does not fall under government acquisition, while the other land falls under government acquisition, which means it's a government property. So what usually happens is that some rascal will claim to an unsuspecting buyer that he owns the land that falls under government acquisition, and he will do everything to promise the buyer that the land belongs to him, that the land does not fall under government acquisition. What he will now do is connive with a surveyor that will edit the survey plan. So what the unscrupulous surveyor will do is that he would carry the coordinates of that land that is beside the rascal seller's land that is not under government acquisition. He will take the coordinates of that land and now put it in the survey plan of the land that is under government acquisition. So in essence, they are both stealing the coordinates of the land that is under government acquisition and making it look like it's their own land, because that is the coordinate that they're going to put on their own survey plan. So that when the unsuspecting buyer takes the survey plan to the land registry, it's going to show there that the land does not fall under government acquisition. Now, that is known as flying coordinates in Nigerian real estate. The rascal seller, who is usually an omonile, has flown the coordinates of a good land onto his own land, making it look like his land is good. Many buyers are falling victim, they are falling prey to this sophisticated real estate scam, and they have lost tens and even hundreds of millions of naira in some cases. Many buyers buy this land at a cheap price with the hope of selling it at a higher price at a later time. But when that time comes, they are unable to sell because the new buyer will do his own checks and discover that the land is a government property. So here are 3 ways to avoid falling for such scam. Number 1 is avoid cheap properties. There's always a hidden catch, especially in Lagos. If somebody is putting up a property for sale for 40 million naira in a neighborhood where properties are going for as high as 120 million, that should raise some concerns. Secondly, work with your own surveyor. Don't rely on the seller survey plan. Visit the site yourself with the surveyor, and the surveyor will pick the perimeter coordinates of that land in question and then take it to the land registry to check. And mind you, you need to work with an independent surveyor. Don't let the seller recommend the surveyor to you, because the surveyor could be compromised. The third thing you can do is stay tuned for more educative real estate videos.